And because it is Feel Good Friday, I got a great one coming out of the imported California weed capital of the world, New York City.
I like how you said the imported capital. That was good.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yes.
You like that? All right, so the officials in New York claim to have now shuttered 640 unlicensed cannabis retailers under Operation Padlock to Protect since the controversial initiatives launched early May of this year. Last month, the campaign's constitutionality was challenged by 27 of the closed shop owners for its lack of due process. But thanks to federal judges ruling yesterday in Manhattan, enforcement agents have been greenlit to keep doing whatever they deem necessary to clean up the messes created by Governor Kathy Hochul and Mayor Eric Adams. Reuters' Jonathan Stempel reported that U.S. District Judge Paul Oetken refused to halt New York City's crackdown on unlicensed sellers of cannabis, citing public safety concerns, and the 27 sellers whose businesses were shut down were unlikely to succeed on their claim that the closures violated their due process rights under the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment. Under new state law known as the Smokeout Act, Manhattan's Operation Padlock to Protect was launched as a heavy-handed approach to address local complaints about unlicensed shops, vastly outnumbering the licensed. Per the article, the 27 sellers accused the city of causing irreparable harm by unilaterally closing shops, including for non-cannabis products, based on an assumption that they were unlicensed. Oetken, however, said that the risk of erroneous deprivation was low, citing procedures that could let sellers reopen within a couple of weeks. The judge also said unlicensed shops pose significant public health risks because of their unregulated processing and labeling, and an especially significant risk to minors as a result of their locations and marketing practices. In a statement, New York City Mayor Eric Adams welcomed the decision. "We are protecting New Yorkers, particularly young people, from the health and safety threats being posed by illegal cannabis shops. If you are operating in an illegal cannabis business, our administration is sending a clear message. You will be shut down." The city estimates it has seized $20 million in illegal products and imposed more than $51 million in civil fines since the crackdown began. In addition to closing 640 smoke shops, critics say that the biggest issue with Operation Padlock to Protect is that the heavy-handed enforcement tactics being used are very reminiscent of the state's controversial broken windows policing, popularized in the 1990s by New York City Police Commissioner William Bratton and Mayor Rudy Giuliani, leading to a dark 2 decades of stop and frisk over policing in black and brown neighborhoods where thousands of innocent people were harassed, assaulted, and killed by officers given immunity from any form of repercussion. The whole reason that New York needed social equity programming in the first place was broken windows policing. And now, because Hochul and Adams fucked things up so badly, non-cannabis business owners legally operating in the same neighborhoods as these bad actors run the risk of becoming collateral damage, regardless of if they were selling illegal products or not. But it's not all bad, because sometime in the future, long after the mission accomplished banners are gone and all the last selfies are taken at Hochul and Adams' inevitable photo op and victory parade, these folks too will get the opportunity to create generational wealth as card licensees too. I'm Rico Lamitte, the dopest dad on the street for High 9 News, and America's a great place.
So, Rico, you're telling me that they're claiming that they've closed over 600 stores in New York?
So they say.
Have they told you how many of those 600 stores have reopened?
700.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Man, this New York.
So stupid. It's just dumb.
I mean, New York is the true freedom market, boy. I'll tell you that much. That is for sure, without a doubt. I mean, these same policies. I mean, it definitely seems like they are trying to reinstate some type of like stop and frisk in regards with this whole Operation Padlock and lock people out of their buildings that they pay rent on and things like that. And I don't think that I still don't think that they have the legal standing to really do that. Now, granted, if these New York courts, because we all know that these New York courts are like super woke and don't listen to the law, they just listen to ideology. I'm willing to bet that ultimately that some of these shops, and when their cases get to higher courts, as long as they have the money to fund them, that they would ultimately be successful in getting some overturned rulings.
I'm going to push back on you a little bit there because they're not super woke, whatever that means. Because
yeah, they are.
You can't. You still can't tell me the definition.
Look at the DA's office, bro. They are woke AF.
Why are you using words you don't understand, Jason?
I do understand it, bro. I do understand it. You know, these.
I'd rather be awake than asleep.
I feel you. I feel you. I stay awake. I'm just not woke. And I can't sleep because there's too much wokeness going on in the streets.
Is that a medical diagnosis, woke?
I think so. Yeah.
Hey, Dr. T, if you want to turn it into a medical diagnosis, because I thought the medical diagnosis was called TDS, which stands for Trump Derangement Syndrome.
Yeah, Delta 8 gummies are really good for sleep deprivation, so I hear. Jason.
Bro, you know who had TDS was Hulk Hogan last night, bro. I thought he was going to fillet the ex-president on stage.
You thought it was about to be. You thought the WWF was coming back to slam the WWE? Is that what you're telling me?
Bro, I thought Hogan was going to fucking deep throat Donnie.
I think it would have been I think it would have been cool if he would have came out with Jim McMahon.
I just love the fact that that Trump continues to bring just racists out to say whatever they want to say.
Oh God.
Oh, you said he said he was a racist. Did you not hear the audio of Hulk Hogan talking about his daughter dating black men?
No, I have not heard anything like that.
Yes, he said specifically, "I am a racist."
Damn, son.
Drop 5 N-bombs.
Whoa.
In this audio. And said if she's
where
going to date any
did
black
this
man,
audio come from?
I hope it's at least. She said, "I'll send you the damn link right now."
Send it to me.
She said, "If his daughter is dating any black man, at least be worth $100 million, be a NBA player or something." His words. And there's a guy doing keynote speeches.
I mean, maybe his money's maybe his money's running out, and he wants to make sure that his girl is, you know what I'm saying, taken care of.
I'm not sure what black.
So the audio came about when he got $140 million from the website Gawker for them publishing a sex tape where he was humping his friend Bubba the Love Sponge's wife.
What?
Yep. And
Bubba the Love Sponge. Where the hell are you guys pulling this shit out of?
Bubba the Love Sponge is a radio personality, and he would have Hogan come over and bang his wife out. And somehow that got released. Gawker got a copy of it, and they published it. And then when he sued them, all this other stuff came out.
Bubba the Love Sponge. Dr. Mark, have you ever heard of? Of this guy?
Name up.
It's true, Jason. He's on in the mornings.
I heard about him during the Gawker lawsuit. I think he's like a Florida daytime traffic radio guy.
Yeah, he's in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, interesting.
Florida.
There you go. Hi, Jenny.
Man.
Yeah. Shout out to all the Trumpites, as your boy, the infamous racist, the self-proclaimed racist Hulk Hogan calls you guys, the Trumpites.
Interesting.
Correct.
Can't make this shit up. America,
bro. I love America, the greatest country in the world.
Greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dr. Mark, I mean, you're the closest one of all of us to New York. What do you think about this whole mess? This 600 store closure?
Yeah, well, I think you bring up a really important point. You know, how many of those are back open? And when they, you know, it's like whack-a-mole. They close down one store and 3 more open up in the neighborhood. They may not be, you know, again, advertising storefronts, but certainly you could still get your supply of what you need in those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So I don't think that supply's
especially now in the
anytime soon.
especially now in the day of the digital age, when a lot of these places, you know what I mean, they could just send text messages out to their customer base and just, you know what I'm saying, let people know immediately where they moved to and where services are being provided and whatnot. Like, it's very easy to communicate with the masses now, as opposed to like back in the day.
They'll find a way to they'll find a way to get that product to market. And I don't know, like until they get parity between the regulated prices and like legacy market prices. I mean, ultimately that's going to put the consumer, right? If you could buy weed cheaper than you can get it from your guy, well, there's a motivation.
Fair enough. And shout out to the C word with a big old super chat. I guess it's Wagyu Fridays today, you guys. He says, "Yo, I thought race baiting was the chat's job, Rico." I added the Rico part in.
I'm just asking, where's the bait? Paul Hogan said he literally said this. Come on.
Oh no! Shout out to the C word. Yes. Yeah. Oh man, you guys, this is too good, so good. We're gonna go to a commercial and we are gonna be right back.